Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Fresh and our Orc Hunter. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are taking on Uldaman. I was able to put together a group fairly quickly, which was very nice. And we should all be mostly accounted for and ready to get started. We're getting pretty close to the entrance. I believe we're going to meet up with the Warlock and the Priest, maybe? Who are currently fighting their way inside, and I believe the Rogue is already there. And we're going to go ahead and summon the tank. We've still got a few quests I'd like to complete, but most of them are still located outside of the dungeon. So hopefully we can make a little bit of progress on those as we carve a path to the entrance. But I believe a couple of the other group members also need those quests as well. So maybe after we're done with the dungeon, we can come back outside and clean up what we're missing. And we're entering in the Maker's Terrace again, and let's get inside. I imagine this area is going to be quite crowded from the previous episode. It looks like we're all stationed right outside. I'm going to go ahead and summon the warrior here. We are a bit low on levels for the final boss of the dungeon, but I think with a sprinkle of creativity we can figure out how to take him down. It's been a while since I've done Uldaman, but I believe Arcadis might actually be 47. Meanwhile, let's see if we can share some of these quests. Says his log is full there. But yeah, Arcadis level 47, so a little rough, but I think we can manage, especially since our ranged attacks actually have a better shot at landing than what melee typically have to deal with. And the rogue in the group is 44, so he has a bit of a better shot. And of course, we are looking for the polearm that drops off of Grimlock. I'm hoping that he isn't an optional boss. And honestly, I'm just hoping we clear everything out that we can, that we possibly can. Alright, it looks like we might be all set to go. Let's carve a path. It's going to feel a lot different taking on these diggers and surveyors with 3 other people. It's going to feel very, very different. Keep an eye out for any fungus that we might see along the way. It looks like we're running straight to the entrance though. There are a lot of players online. I feel like we might have to come back another time for the fungus specifically. Just because, yeah, I mean, there's already not that much to go around as it is. Let's take our pet's taunt off. Although with the warrior being level 42 as well, I feel like it might actually be beneficial for us to have our pet tank a little bit. Alright, Here we go. There is one quest. I feel like it's over on the right-hand side over here. We might have to come back through the dungeon ourselves to get it. There's a dead paladin over there that we can loot for one of the quests. Yeah, wow, now even though this warrior is only level 42, he is really hitting things hard. Looks like these guys already picked up their shattered necklaces. We just picked up another one. Don't actually need it though. I'm going to promote the tank to leader just in case he needs some extra tools to use for the group. And this warrior just has no mercy. Nice green dagger. Looks like we won it, actually. Doesn't look like it sells for much, though, and I suppose I get why. Oops. That wasn't my bad. But yeah, we want to just interact with this this paladin real quick. Alright, and the next quest sends us to Kargath. So we're heading back in the opposite direction. We should be meeting up with the, or running into, I should say, the 3 dwarves, I believe, inside of these tunnels. So far it seems the group is willing to take on the entirety of the dungeon, which is nice. This is another technically optional area. So I'm glad to see everybody is willing to take on the entirety of the dungeon. I've been in many Uldaman runs where people just blast through right to the end. Arcadis does have some pretty sweet loot for certain classes. None for us really, but pick off the wards and other totems that we see, since we are well equipped to quickly deal with those. Picking up lots of greens in our inventory. It's not too bad. Anything that is of the bear should sell quite nicely. And it looks like we've got Baelog up there. I don't know if all 3 dwarves are up there, or if it's just yeah, it looks like it could be all 3. They might all have like a chance to drop some gear potentially. But I'm not sure if it's guaranteed. I guess we'll find out in just a second. I believe it's all green pieces of gear anyway. And would you look at that? One of our upgrades, Worn Running Boots. Very cool. We sacrifice a bit of stamina, but we get some agility out of it. Precision arrows, I don't think those are not that good for us, so we're gonna need on the boots though. Awesome. We're finally getting rid of our blue Warsong boots. Ooh, for some shiny red ones. Very interesting. I don't think there's anything else for us to loot here. There's no like related quests or anything like that, so I think we're just going to try to move on now. That's cute. We picked up a swiftness potion from Eric the Swift. That's what we're going to want to sell that for sure. If you guys remember at the beginning of the when the Anniversary Realms first started, at least Horde side, these swiftness potions were selling for about like 4 or 5 silver each. It was crazy. I would not be surprised if they're over a gold now at this point in the Anniversary Realms cycle. But yeah, I like our shiny new boots. That's a nice look. Hopefully we can get that polearm as well as we take on the next boss here, Revelash. He's already dead. Sometimes vanilla bosses really aren't bosses. They just go down like so quickly. They're just like regular enemies but with like a lot of health. Honestly, not even that much, because this guy went down way too quick. Fortunately, the shoulders didn't drop. I think that's usually the key piece that a lot of people look for. Got a huge pull here. Went down very fast. Alright, we're in the map chamber now. We've got the cool little map here on the floor. I think somebody was keeping track of what we needed for the staff to open the door so that the maiden can come out. I think. I hope. I always forget where you get... I think one of the pieces did come from Balrog and the dwarves, so... I actually get to use volley here and there. I totally forgot about it as an ability, but that should be a lot of fun to use. We're going to sit and drink real quick while our pet help out while we do so. We'll clear out the rest of the cave. Let's, I don't think CodexLite or Questy work in dungeons, so I'm not sure. I have not been paying attention to the cave walls to see if there are any fungus inside, but at the moment I don't really see anything, so... Ah, I do see a mushroom in here, so they can spawn in here. So good to note, because one of the things that we noticed back in the Wailing Caverns when we farmed up that serpent bloom... Oh, of course we get the freaking debuff. Yeah, that's awful. Okay, so somebody does have the staff, that's good, but something we noticed about the serpent bloom in Wailing Caverns was that you can actually farm it up after the dungeon is over. It just, the serpent bloom actually just respawns and you can just kind of hang out in the dungeon without any enemies to worry about. I wonder if that's going to be the same case here, because that would be very valuable if those could respawn while we're in here.
Of the makers.
And from Iarnia, something like that. We've got the Stoneweaver leggings. That's going to be very shiny for the Warlock or the Priest. I don't think there's anything to see in this room in particular. Just scanning the walls. I don't want to miss any fungus. I might actually be able to get a little bit of skinning in this room while we work on clearing everything out. That's very nice. I'm excited to work on skinning and leatherworking again. It's just been really unfortunate that we just haven't been able to make up enough money to fund that venture. Some free skins here are definitely nice. Oh, look at that, another mushroom. Beautiful. The more of these we can find while we're in the dungeon, the better. Oh, we got 3 from that one. That is unbelievably lucky. Yeah, 3. So you can get multiples, which is good to know, but I wasn't expecting 3. That is very, very fantastic. Yeah, and the high quality greens continue to drop with the Sorcerer Mantle of the Owl. These are definitely some quality pieces. I'm glad these guys seem to know where they're going, because I always get lost in this place. Uldaman is definitely one of those vanilla dungeons where it would be very handy to have dungeon maps exist. I think that's definitely something they should add to Classic Plus that would definitely help a lot, having dungeon maps in the game. Got another fungus in the back of the room. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We picked up 3 again. Oh my goodness. I think we just need 1 more. And then we're done. That would be awesome. That was a quest that I wasn't confident in completing. I didn't even know if we were going to get it done just because it was going to be really hard to pick those up. I'm not sure if the priest dispelled us the first time. I'm not sure if they have something for disease. It might just be the paladins, so we might just have to suffer with the debuff for most of the dungeon. It would be nice to find that last mushroom cap soon. Just because if we do get debuffed again, maybe we can shake it off before we get to Arcadis. I would like to have the... I would like to be at full power for him, since he is so much higher level than us. Ooh, these pauldrons are interesting. I think they're still slightly worse. Going on the shoulders, it looks like somebody has to go, though. That is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to deal with 4. I don't know how difficult the rest of the dungeon is gonna be with 4, especially since we're already like kind of underleveled. I don't know. I mean, like, maybe it's possible. If I look at the overall data, the Warlock was definitely the... I mean, he was mean, he was, you know... I mean, people have got their own stuff to worry about and whatnot, so I'm not too, you know, concerned with blaming anybody or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much more we have, but I feel like... Yeah, we'll press on. We'll see if there's anybody in looking for group. Maybe I'll pull this up real quick and see if I can help out. Yeah, I'll keep the pet taunt up. Looks like he's offline. But I'll keep looking for the rest of the group. I mean, until we get to the final boss, I feel like we're going to be probably just fine. We are most certainly dead. Yikes. Our pet's doing a pretty good job, but... I'm surprised he's even alive, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this is gonna be... Wish I had well, we do have a priest rezzing. Oh no. That's not what we wanted. Yeah, the priest should have waited. And honestly, I shouldn't have even bothered either. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it happens sometimes. Let's just make the run, and I'm going to start looking for some more people to join. We're not too far from the instance, at least. yeah, I think we would have been fine if we didn't get so unlucky there. So, but we'll enjoy a little bit of undead ambiance here, some Forsaken ambiance as we head back towards the instance portal. We've been in groups like this before in the past. Really on other characters, I feel like every group we've had on our hunter here has been really fantastic. This was really the first time where it's kind of gone wrong, and you know, we're under leveled as it is. We lost somebody along the way, and I feel like we're still doing pretty good considering all of that. You know, we were doing great with the mushrooms, which is awesome. We only need one more, and even if we don't get it inside the dungeon for whatever reason, we can easily get it outside of the dungeon. It's just one, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. Let's check the queue again. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody just yet. I'm gonna have to open up a few things here, make sure that our pet gets revived. Yeah, everybody's very low as far as who's signing up. I really don't want to invite the other hunter just because then I'm competing for that polearm. Yep, so not too bad. Found a hunter. You know, he's going to help us. He's also pretty low, like 43, but I think, you know, like I said, our ranged attacks have a higher chance of hitting red and orange targets than like melee and even casters do, so. And as far as looking at the rest of our quest log, we still need those 4 power stones. We can take this journal that we found over to Kargath. 1 more mushroom, and then reclaim treasures. I need to look this one up real quick because I think this one might be outside of the dungeon as well. It might be in one of those hallways, you know, as you go through the cave, so. Looks like the hunter might need some help getting here. Let's see, where is he located? He's like right on top of us, it looks like. Is he... Alright, it looks like everybody's inside now. Like I said, you hate to see the competition for that spear if it does drop, but we just need to get through the dungeon. The Platinum Discs quest at the end is pretty worth it too. If for nothing else than a very large chunk of experience. I'm going to hold back for a moment, let our pet eat. And he cannot be in combat for that to happen. Yep, we're heading back to the map chamber, and this fungus has respawned. Perfect. Everybody else is still on 0 at the moment. I don't even know if they realize that they could be picking these up. I wonder if these are tradable, because we actually just picked up an extra one, it looks like. One that we don't actually need. But that feels awesome to get that done and out of the way. I've got this disease we'll have to deal with, but hopefully it'll fall off. Back underway. Take about 5 minutes or so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Ripper's taunt on as well to help Broly out a little bit just with the damage. He himself offensively is hitting things like a truck, but as far as taking damage, he's taking quite a beating from everything. See a decent amount of mage weave now. It's nice to see. Our bandages could use an upgrade. Man, these rooms are just filled with massive poles. Like seriously big, gigantic poles. Alright, we'll take Ripper's taunt off for now. He's taking a little bit too much damage. we are biting off more than we can chew with this run. And our Feign Death didn't work. Oh boy. Yeah, these poles are massive. I'm not sure where they're coming from. I'm not sure if we're just overextending or if that's just how every room is back there. That's a tough one. In any case, I will see you guys in just a moment. I'll skip ahead. We've already seen this run before. Hopefully we don't lose anybody along the way, but it seems like everybody's pretty invested to see this through to the end. Alright, I believe we should be right back where we need to be. And we got to use aspect of the pack for the first time. So that's kind of nice. Since we're going to get some mana, I'm going to drop a trap. Just has a little bit extra that we can use. We killed a lot of this stuff already, so we've got the Ancient Stonekeeper now. I don't know, so this is technically a boss, even though I feel like his title wouldn't lead you to believe that he is. Let's get our pet taunt off again, at least for the time being. Got the Rock Shard Pauldrons, nothing special, nothing that we actually need. So that is fine, that's all that we needed there. There can't be too much more left to go. If we look at AtlasLoot, yeah, we're coming up on the end here. We've got a couple more bosses. Where are these pulls coming from? I'm so confused by these. And we're getting like bombarded again. Luckily these are not elites though, so that is definitely a relief. Should be able to clear them out just fine. Yeah, Uldaman is relentless. See what's next in this room. I think Grimlock is a Trog, and I think he's going to be in one of the hallways up here. This is probably going to be the Dwarf. Yeah. Let's set a trap real quick. Let's get our mana. Galgan, Firehammer, and I'm glad we're putting up some marks here too, so that we can take out his henchman before we take out him.
By Thorison's beard, slay them!
The hunter wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. That's okay, though. I think we're still going to be fine. Yeah, this boss is 45, though. That is orange territory for us. Look at that, he dropped the gun. I don't need the gun. We'll leave it to the other guy if he wants it. Doesn't look like he cared about it either. So he must be rolling with something pretty decent. If I inspect the hunter real quick... Oh, he's already got Grimlock's charge. Interesting, so he's already been inside Uldaman. Interesting, I wonder what he's looking for. Look at my quest log and make sure we're not missing anything. Garrett Family Treasure, is that what he's talking about? Yeah, I wonder if that's part of the last part of this quest. For the necklace. So we have to find somebody that knows about it in Kargath, and I wonder if they're going to have us come back into the dungeon here. That would be annoying. I wouldn't complete the quest then. I don't think we're going to come back into here. Because I don't think we're going to need to come back to complete any other, additional quests. So, but it's fine. I'm not so sure we're missing out on too much anyway. Try to stun this guy whenever he enrages. These brawlers are hitting the tank extremely hard. So let's do our best to provide him with some relief at least. The other hunter, I just noticed his pet. That is a very cool pet. That must be like a rare spawn or something. That is a cool looking boar. Still doing very well with the greens. That's for sure. Still plenty of them dropping. We haven't picked up any in a while, but I suppose I can't complain about the few that we have gotten. I think we're getting close. Blast down these guys as quickly as possible. The tank is going to get slapped around. Should be at the end of this corridor here. And then once he's down, I think it's just Arcadis to go from there. We're gonna have to carve a path through a very large hallway, I believe, to get to him, but it's exciting knowing that we're pretty close. That fight's gonna be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Our tank is still 42. I'm not sure how close he is to leveling. We're actually getting pretty close to 43, which should help a little bit. He is. This is gonna be tough. He's got his own little pet.
Me Grimlock, king!
This is gonna be a little shaky. Let's get Taunt back up for our pet. Let's see if he can grab the this basilisk here. Let's kill the brawler as soon as we can. Oh boy, sleep. That is fun. We've got 2 pet tanks though, so I think we're going to be okay even though the tank is asleep. Grimlock is down. And Grimlock's charge has dropped. Please. Oh god, please. Oh, thank God, and we got it. Yeah, the tank has an epic actually, which is crazy. I didn't even realize that. I thought he was using the whirlwind axe. We can't. We can actually use it immediately. Because we don't have the ability to use pole arms yet. That is hilarious. Alright, well, we're going to stick with our staff for a little bit longer. But as soon as we get out of the dungeon, we're going to be picking that up immediately. We'll turn in the quest in Kargath first, though, because that definitely needs to be turned in. But polearms, where would I get polearm as a weapon skill? Would it be Orgrimmar? Or would it be Thunderbluff? I wonder. Oh man, very happy about this though. This was, I mean, if nothing else incredible happens this run, even if we don't complete it, I can be very, very happy with the results. I just can't stress this enough. This weapon is going to last us for a long, long time. Like, honestly, if we get unlucky with some of the instances between 50 and 60, like, we might be hanging on to this polearm until 60. It's very possible. It has so many stats on it. Like, the 10 strength is whatever. We're not going to use it, but the 15 agility and 15 stamina is quite a lot. And based on what I see from the other hunter, it's going to look pretty cool too. It's going to be nice to have a spear on our back instead of a staff. Staves aren't as pointy and as huntery. Oh, and I just realized somebody actually said learn in Undercity 1 gold, okay. Yeah, I believe the weapon had a 20% chance to drop, if I'm not mistaken, at least according to AtlasLoot. So yeah, we got pretty lucky. Alright, I can see Arcadis's chamber on the mini-map. So we're not too far. We're going to have to pass through a few hallways, though, I think, once we get up to this section. These poles are just getting rougher and rougher. They're getting really tough to deal with. getting awkward just to stand in certain positions too. I feel like we haven't been able to get like very clear shots at anything. Every pull is like essentially using up all of our mana. And we're actually running out of moonberry juice, which I was not expecting to happen. We brought a full stack with us. Tight corners have prevented me from like moving around and like being able to shoot properly. It's been a little awkward. But we did just hit level 43, so that's nice. You know, these enemies are now yellow to us. Thank God. It's definitely helpful, and let's stick an extra point into efficiency, reducing our mana cost a little bit further. Our talent points are going to be pretty boring for the next couple levels until we hit lethal shots. Then things will start to get a little bit better. That extra 5% crit chance is going to be huge. And then of course aimed shot at level 50 or 51. Alright, so this is the downstairs room. Yeah, I forgot we had to do this little, this kind of like a mini event type of thing. And I think from this moment on, I'm going to keep Ripper's Taunt up. I just feel like at this point it's going to be too valuable. The healer's already having a really, really rough time trying to heal the tank. my god. Yeah, this, the Hall of... This, I believe this is called the Hall of the Crafters. This is going to be a rough experience. This is going to be a slog, honestly. It's going to be really rough trying to get through this. Yeah, it's like, it feels like they're not even like taking any damage. This is wild. And Ripper is certainly certainly going to go down here, I think. I guess we can take Taunt off for now. Get the buffs going again, especially on our pets too. This fortitude buff is going to help us out a lot. It is unfortunate that it's the only buff that we're getting, essentially. I guess our pets are getting battle shout, I would think, from the tank. But both rogues and hunters don't really have anything to offer, unfortunately, in the department of buffs. If we were marksmanship, we could provide true shot aura for everybody, and this would actually affect everybody, but we do not have it, so, and neither does the other hunter either, it looks like. Looks like we've got one more big pole in this room. Let's pop some cooldowns. Oh my god. We are in trouble. Our pet is super dead. I don't know how we got all this aggro. Lost Ripper there, and I think Taunt was off too. I mean, maybe it's just Screech. Maybe Screech is just pulling everything. Maybe we should hold him back a little bit and not have him go in like immediately. But I feel like Screech is one of the things that's keeping us alive. It's reducing the attack power of everything else around us. Speaking of which, too, though, we are 43. We should look into whether or not we can pick up new ranks for some of these abilities, like dive, screech, bite, etc. I'm gonna have to put that on my list, and we'll definitely have to check that out in the upcoming episodes. When they die, that is crazy. Yeah, that is not fun at all. And our pets have been taking some serious hits. I'm going to heal Ripper up a little bit here. We've been conserving our mana a decent amount, as we knew we'd have to take on 4 of these at once, essentially. Yeah, this thing just seems like it kind of just attacks what it wants. I'm not sure. The rogue seems to be pulling a lot of aggro off. Maybe that's just because the rogue can somehow deal more damage? Looks like we're gonna make it through just barely. We got 4 moonberry juices left. We're gonna have to conserve those, I think, for this last hallway. We were able to get through that event at least. But yeah, we don't have much left. This dungeon is taking everything that we possibly have. Of course, and Ripper's probably going to get absolutely destroyed again. It's too much threat for the tank. I keep forgetting that Screech does just deal way too much threat. Christ, absolutely brutal. I hope the tank's gear is doing okay. 'Cause he's probably struggling. We lost our pet there, we lost almost everybody. And I'm starting to think Uldaman is probably best suited to enter at 45 minimum for everybody in the group. Because this is rough, and my suggestion earlier about having only 4 left and seeing if we can complete it, yeah, that was never going to happen. Not even close. That was going to be a dream. While everybody gets healed up, and while we let some of our mana regenerate, make some of these heavy silk bandages and restock on those for a little bit. Alright, this is the last hallway, technically. I don't know how big these poles are going to be. Yeah, they look like they're going to be just the same. Alright. Once everybody's ready, we're going to see how this goes. I'm not going to send Ripper in right away. I mean, maybe I should just turn off Screech. Priest could definitely use a little bit more mana. I think we can take one. I don't think we're going to be able to stun it with intimidation though, so I'm not even going to try. So far so good. If we can complete this, it'll be one of the greatest feats that we've done on this character so far. For sure, it would be one of the greatest triumphs. Unfortunately, we didn't have polearms so that we could make use of Grimlock's charge right away to help us out, but still, this group has been through more than any other group I've had on this character so far. We've been through a lot. Oh boy, is this going to be a pull. Well, I think we're going to handle the spellcasters. I'm going to keep Taunt on. I'm going to get in here and hopefully Screech can pull some of these enemies off the tank right now. I am shocked that he's still alive. Just barely couldn't save him. sure he'll be back in a moment. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the healer's been having some disconnect problems, but he is back now, looks like. McDonald's Wi-Fi, yeah. I think we've all been there at some point or another. But this poor tank, I really don't know what his gear must look like. I wonder if we can see if we inspect him. Yeah, no, I don't think we can actually, like, tell. And then we'll use the moonberry juice from there. We've only got a couple left, but I think I'm hopeful. Hopefully we don't have to clear out another room. We're here at Khaz'goroth's seat. Here it is. There's Arcadis. Let's pop Aspect of the Pack. Okay, looks like we've doubled up on it, which is fine. Making good use of it. I'm not sure what this does exactly. Maybe it prevents the event from happening or something. It looks like the rogue is falling behind though. Alright, so we're going to focus on ads as they come up the stairs. So I guess the idea is that it buys us some time. Oh, shoot. There he is. He's coming up. Just focus on not hitting him. Oh my god. This is something I've never done before, so this is a really awesome experience. Let's see how it goes. Let's get Aspect of the Hawk up. Let's turn Taunt off for the time being. We are going to try to blast him as much as possible now, but as the ads come up, we're going to turn Taunt back on, and hopefully Ripper can pick them up. I'm going to try to have our pet taunt Arcadis because our tank can't maintain aggro, he's too low. So I'm gonna see if we can help out, if Ripper can build up enough.
Awake, ye servants,
If he can build up enough threat,
discs.
then maybe we have a chance. And he can help the tank out just in case he loses aggro. At least, hopefully he can generate more aggro than the rogue. That's really all that we actually need. And I'm spending a little bit too much mana here, I think. Let our mana come back a little bit while we continue to pick up the adds. Oh, he's so close. He's a third, only 1/3 of his health remains. We should be able to have Bestial Wrath soon.
Brothers, for the makers.
We can actually poison him, so that's good to know. I think we can do this just a little bit more. Maybe nobody has to die. It's taking everything that we have. Holy crap. Arcadic Stone of the Gorilla, Finger, Intellect, and Strength. Very bad ring stats indeed, but Arcadis is dead. Or at least taken care of. It's not actually dead, I'm assuming, but... Wow, what an exhilarating finish to this, this dungeon run. Let's make sure we go down. We should be able to pick up the Platinum Discs quest where we have to click through a bunch of dialogue. I'm not going to read through it all. It's going to take quite a long time. I do have plans to read it on a future character, though, I think. I would like to go through it one day, but... let's grab the Ancient Treasure. Whatever that means. Okay, I guess not. Alright, let's pick up the Platinum Discs. And let's speak with Mr. Norgannon. Luckily we can hit spacebar with dialogue UI here as our add-on for quest text. I'm sure there's a lot of crazy stuff within this, and I'm sure I've seen lore videos on it, but... It's crazy that this is a conversation too, and not just like a book that you read. Platinum Discs should be done. I don't know where it's going to be turned in exactly. Let's open up the Badlands real quick. We do have a quest to turn in in Southern Badlands and in Kargath. I imagine this is going to get turned in like Orgrimmar or Thunderbluff, maybe? Maybe we speak with the discs again. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Take the miniature version of the discs to Norgannon, to one of the sages in Thunderbluff. Okay. No problem. Really appreciate everybody taking their time to complete this one. Really awesome, really happy about the results. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let's go ahead and pop Aspect of the Cheetah here. let's try to navigate our way back. I think there's a side entrance of some kind in Uldaman that leads out into one of the chambers through the dig site, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll send you back to the front. I'm not sure, but I would like to see if we can find it. I believe it would have been located behind one of the like stone keepers that we faced, I think. Alright, so we're back over here. Yeah, let's see if we can find it. I'm just looking through the rest of our quests. We still need some power stones. We still need reclaimed treasure, and that's going to be it. So as long as we can try to complete those, I think we'll be in a good spot. Alright, so this is where Grimlock was, so I don't think this is going to be where the exit is. Let's just be careful not to step into the wrong spot, like we almost just did there. Yeah, maybe there isn't an like additional entrance. We did not explore this spot yet. So let's go ahead and backtrack. I'm okay with going back through the instance. Take a good look at it one last time. Because I feel like there's no reason to go back. Okay, this is the map room. So we're heading back to the front entrance, it seems like. Yeah, we're, looks like that's what we're going to be doing. Which is fine. It's not, I don't think it's as ideal as going through some sort of side entrance that will give us closer to the reclaimed treasure quest, but this is okay. All right, and nothing is cleared out outside, unfortunately. Get rid of the healer from the group. Just going to check with the other hunter real quick and to see if he needs to grab anything. I'm going to try to grab this surveyor here. And it looks like he's already got it, so we're going to have to carve our own path if we want it. And it looks like we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. We only pulled one extra, so that's fine. I want to at least get the power stones if we can. Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult to carve through this whole thing, so we might have to give up reclaimed treasure, I think. It's going to be too much to... We're going to have to come all the way back and fight our way all the way back through all of this stuff, basically. Which doesn't sound too great, honestly. Because, yeah, we're running out of moonberry juice very quickly. Yeah, these stones are probably going to be a little bit stubborn. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to finish it here or not. What are the chances that we can finish reclaimed treasures by just running through and like feign deathing our way through the enemies? Probably pretty low, right? I feel like that's not something that's going to work. Yeah, still after all of those kills, we have not been able to get those power stones. That is unfortunate. And if we want to get reclaimed treasure, we're going to have to go through like a ton of trogs, I think. Is what I'm assuming is going to have to happen, which I just don't know if that's going to be worth it, especially if it's not in this one. You know, maybe we can check to see if this is the common hall that we actually need. If it's not, then we might be out of luck. kind of just want to poke my head in the room and see if I can identify what we need. And if it's even like possible or even in this space. Didn't even notice the other hunter left, but that's okay. Yeah, that run was absolutely wonderful. It had lots of ups and downs, plenty of downs. We wiped twice. Tank died several times, but I've never experienced Arcadis like that before. Where the ads, you know, kind of come up the stairs. They're a little bit delayed. Alright, we're gonna have to take on two at once. I don't really like this idea, so I'm just gonna kind of take a look. I'm gonna poke my head in the room. I'm gonna sacrifice him a little bit. Yeah, I don't see anything in this space. Let's see if we can run out of this room here and back to safety. Seemed to work. Yeah, so it's going to be deep within this other corridor over here. That's going to be a ton of work without another player, so... I think what I'm going to do is call it right here for now. In the next episode, what I'm going to do is we're going to try to start right back up here. We're going to gather those last 3 power stones that we need, and then we're going to turn in all of our quests, except for Reclaim Treasure. I don't think we're going to end up completing that one. We'll pick up pole arms. We'll finally be able to equip our new weapon, the Grimlock's Charge. And then we'll go from there. We'll do some restocks, we'll do some auctions, we'll do some first aid to get this stuff out of our bags. I think we'll do a nice chill episode. Maybe we'll check to see what our level 44 abilities are going to be, to see how much we need to save up to get them. We're currently at 9 gold. And we've got a couple of other things that we can sell as well, to hopefully increase that a little bit. We've got some leather to work through too, so... I really hope you guys enjoyed Uldaman as much as I did, despite the ups and downs. I thought that was a great group, a great experience, really just coming together to figure stuff out even when things are going wrong, even when things are getting really, really tough. We had to utilize different skills in our toolkit that we've never used before, that I've never personally used before in vanilla. So that was a lot of fun, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So until next time, as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.